Okay, this video is what is cell phone kyphosis or cell phone hunchback. And I start out first by just showing you a brief couple of pictures from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So this is a hunchback in the 1800s. Cell phone hunchback is now something of the 2000s. Just real briefly, the Hunchback of Notre Dame was written by Victor Hugo. It's a magnificent novel. He wrote it when he was very young. Victor Hugo, like Tolstoy, had incredible accuracy of perception. He would describe an event and how the people behaved, and you would feel in your mind's eye it was exactly correct. And Esmeralda was the beautiful gypsy girl, sort of the sweetheart of Paris, and Quasimodo was in love with her. But there was an evil guy by the name of Frollo who wanted her for himself, even though she did not like him at all. And that's part of what generates the conflict of the story. So Quasimodo's in trouble here, and Esmeralda's helping him, giving him something to drink on the pillory. Later on, Esmeralda finds her mother, who's long lost, and they have a wonderful reunion. But the king's soldiers discover Esmeralda. It's an incredible scene. That scene, you remember it the rest of your life when you hear it. These books are long, like Hunchback of Notre Dame, the old novels from the 1800s, so it can be good to listen to them on audiobook. That's how I went through it, and then I would just read on my own the parts that I thought were especially good. And he wrote it, like I said, when he was very young. I forget his exact age. I think he was about 29 years of age, something like that, such that he didn't have that much life experience yet, but he just had an incredible sense. Victor Hugo, Ayn Rand described him as the greatest novelist who ever lived. Okay, he's magnificent. His Les Miserables is a better book, but this Hunchback of Notre Dame was still magnificent. Okay, so then at another time, the Hunchback of Notre Dame is a very strong guy from climbing the ropes at the bell tower, saves Esmeralda in a wonderful scene, and he does his best he can to protect her, but the odds are against Esmeralda. And the great thing about Victor Hugo is he just tells it like it is. You could feel all the emotions of the different characters and sense it as, verisimilitude, accurate. Okay, let's get back to the topic of this lecture. Hunchback from cell phone. So a lot of people are hunched over a large part of their day looking at their cell phone. And this picture, I think, is especially concerning that she's got the cell phone close to her breasts. Now, if you only send a text message once in a while, that's no big deal. But there are some people who send hundreds of text messages every day. Probably not a smart idea holding it close to your breast all day and being hunched over. Not the best thing for your neck, especially if you got neck problems. While you're young, you can get away with doing a lot of stuff. But the older you get kind of fragile. And so if you're in bad posture for a prolonged amount of time every day over the course of decades, that's not good for your spine. Okay, so here is a lady starting out in a similar posture. At least she's got it farther from her breast, a cell phone. And then, upright's a little better. You don't want it too close to your eyes. And my advice would be just use it when you have to, but don't live on your cell phone. So anyways, this concept of cell phone kyphosis just means like it's a medical way of saying hunchback, when there's excessive angulation of the spine, sort of contracted over the ventral surface, the belly side. Okay, so anyways, a little bit amusing.